Alrighty, what's happening, yo? So I've already tried recording this video a couple of times. I just don't like the way it's coming out. I was trying to play the Snipers Only Mosh Pit and make a video just on that. It didn't turn out so good. I'm gonna actually play the Stockpile game mode. I haven't played this yet, and I just want to see how it goes. From what I understand, it's kind of like Fractured on BO3, where you have to run around, collect all these, you know, in this case it's dog tags, and then you have to deposit them in one location that kind of rotates around the map. At least from what I remember, that's what Fractured was, but I could be entirely wrong. It seems to me like it would be a pretty decent game mode to hit clips in, just considering there's two objectives. You know, one, that they have to collect the dog tags, and then two, that you have to run and deposit them, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of content-related changes that have already happened and are about to happen in Cold War. We just had a playlist update on the 25th, which is today, actually, that I'm recording it. And that involved, you know, putting Snipers Only playlist back on, and then also we have this new Stockpile game mode, as well as they've added an Apocalypse and Nuketown Only game mode. And that's all getting set for this new high XP weekend that is going to be happening here the next day or two. They have also introduced two new variants, one to the Krig and then one to this like N1 Shadowhunter type deal. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's that crossbow. The Krig variant is the really interesting one. It's really too bad that it's on the Krig, because it's this cool-ass, like, dragon variant. It's a little bit too flashy for me. I wouldn't buy it. It looks like distracting as all hell, but essentially it's like a dragon that sits on top of your Krig, and whenever you inspect it, it fucking flies. It's super sick. Supposedly there's going to be a mid-season update that happens here in the next couple of days as well. From that, there's probably going to be a few new maps and a few new weapons. I, for one, I'm hoping that we get that new sniper that they've, you know, kind of teased at. I hope that that happens in the new season update, mid-season update. Dude. But Charlie Intel released on their Twitter, you know, the maps that have been, I don't want to say leaked, because they're kind of official, it looks like, but they've essentially got 3 maps sitting there on their Twitter page. One is for 6v6, one's for gunfight, and one is for the multi-team, which is that the Dirty Bomb? I really don't know. But the real bullshit is that the 6v6 map is already in the game. The new multiplayer map that's going to be for 6v6 is called Miami Strike. Yep. A map that's already in 6v6, they're 6v6ifying, I guess. Literally all they're doing to Miami is they took off like the last 2 lanes and then made it daytime. And that's your new map, guys. Go have fun playing on the new map. Go ahead, play it up on the new map, learn how to play it. It's just ridiculous to me how little they care about the DLCs in these new Call of Duties. I mean, the fact that all the 6v6 maps that we've gotten already have been remakes from previous CODs is just complete bullshit, in my opinion. And some people make the point that, oh, the DLC's free, so they're gonna put less effort into it. And maybe that's true, but at the same point, whenever DLC wasn't free and they were putting out banger DLCs, it was because they didn't have all these stupid microtransactions from all these variants and crates and things like that, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just think it's so lazy that there's so little new content going into these games. And then they're like, okay, give us our $60. Like, what? What is this? Not to mention the fact that now that they've ruined 12v12, there's no reason to go to there, which has original maps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they have combined all of the Combined Arms 12v12 playlists into one now. So if you wanted to ever just play Assault, I guess it's too bad now, because you can't. You have to play all of the other ones, just like it was on launch. I'm kind of secretly hoping they're just keeping a map secret and that it's going to get released, you know, when the update comes out, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much. Like, it's just genuinely baffling to me that anybody could, you know, put this much time into developing a game and then just use recycled content and be proud of it. It blows my mind that they think that this is a good idea. It's just so lazy. The new maps, you know, the maps that they pull from old games like Raid and like Express, and then Nuketown, for God's sakes, which has been remade 5 times now. They're cool for like all of about 5 days maybe, and then after that I don't want to play them again. Like right now I'm on Raid. I don't care. I don't care. It was cool the first week. After that, I don't care. I want a new map. I want to relearn. I want to learn how to play a new map, It's just stupid to me. And these new maps, they never play like how they did on the old games, you know what I mean? It's a completely different player base at this point than what it was at Black Ops 2. And they all run the map different, they all run it weird. There's not really an appeal to me to see another map come into the game, you know, from some other game. It's not an appeal to me. I don't know whether Call of Duty is running out of new ideas or whether they don't care anymore. It seems to me like a combination of both. They're willing to do whatever makes them money, and they don't really care about, you know, the work that goes into it. And this new, you know, strike map, the new Miami Strike, is just the most recent piece of evidence for me. Literally making a map daytime. Sweet. Oh my god! Look at all of them there. Holy shit. I think one of the biggest pieces of evidence, assuming it's true, that COD is running out of ideas, is the leak of the new Call of Duty. Now, supposedly, the working title of the new Call of Duty that's coming out this year is Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. So essentially World War II 2. I mean, it's just funny because it's true Call of Duty fashion, you know? Just make a series out of anything you possibly can. Now, I'll admit, I do like World War II, but I did not at first. I think the updates that happened during World War II's life cycle is what really saved the game. But on launch, you know, in the first couple of months of it, I did not like that game, like, at all. I think what really saved that game, at least within the sniping community, is the vast amount of DLC snipers and weapons that they had in that game. I think if the game ended its life cycle with only the snipers that it started with, maybe one or two more, kind of like what's normal from a Call of Duty, I don't think that it would have done nearly as well as it did. It really makes me, you know, ask the question of whether this Call of Duty, if, you know, assuming that this is all true, would even be one worth playing. Like I said, I understand that this might be heresy to say now that we've seen what World War II has become, but like I said, if we were talking about a World War II 2 out of the first couple of months from World War II's launch, I don't think that anybody would be wanting it. Aw, fuck me, dude. I'm so dog shit. I don't even think it was hours before this leak came out on Charlie Intel that me and my friends were talking about what the fuck Call of Duty was gonna do this year. I mean, they've done basically everything. They've completely saturated that World War II era. They've now done 5 Black Ops games, 4 Modern Warfare games. Like, what else can they possibly do? I think the only thing they haven't done, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they've done a World War I Call of Duty. And they certainly haven't done anything before that. I hate Call of Duty's lack of creativity, but everybody knows I'm gonna be buying the newest game when it comes out, so I guess they've won. I really don't have much more for you guys this time around. Make sure you check me out on all my socials and things. I just did a reaction to P2 that did pretty decently well, so if you want to check that out, make sure you do. There'll be a card somewhere, and it'll be probably at the end of the video as well. All right, see y'all. Peace.